Hi, my name is Alicia Lamb, and this is my introductory video for EDL 854. My husband and I are parents to three beautiful little girls. Their ages are 6, 3, and soon to be 1 on Tuesday. I've been working in an elementary building for 8 years now, and I'm a special education teacher for grades 4, 5, and 6, and 2 third grade girls. This has been a hectic year as my caseload has more than doubled because of changes the district has made. Um, I started educating maybe 10 years ago. I initially wanted to become an attorney, and I decided that that was not the path, went back to school and became a teacher. So it has been a long road, but a fun one. Um, that being said, my personal goals for work currently are that I'm developing a better plan for using my paraeducators in the classroom so they're not sitting there grading papers and doing nothing, but how can they assist students like in shared reading and a student with a comprehension problem due to their processing. I'm always working on how to align IEP goals with our state standards and also narrowing down or being very specific as to what the IEP goals state. So getting more comfortable with always revising IEPs and knowing that they're not just set in stone for a year. Of moving out of my comfort zone. I definitely need to do that in math and writing. I've been working a lot in math this school year. One of the special education teachers and I are continually working on developing a plan for next year and looking at different quantile levels and pulling resources that better align with classroom instruction. This is especially challenging because we don't have math intervention programs like we do with reading, and so it's a little bit more difficult to meet the needs of the students. Um, Becoming more confident with my knowledge of intervention programs, I get intimidated easily by my coworker who has been doing this a lot longer than I have, and I feel like she can just pull knowledge out of it anywhere, and that's really hard for me to do. The top 10 highlights I have pulled from going through our um, reading. The one highlight I do as we go through them is approving and revising budget. I'm not 100% certain that our principal does this, so I need to figure out how to do this and how to become more comfortable in revising a budget. Knowing the needs of the student and the needs of the staff. Oftentimes we do see a lot of information that, oh, this would be great for our classroom, but how is it best meeting the needs of all the students and what can it be used again? And the same goes for the staff. Like, yes, we like a lot of fun things, but is this really worth our money? Creating financial goals for our building, understanding what our building actually needs, what's a goal for us to reach financially as far as creating funds for PTO, and knowing where all those resources go. I read a little bit about changing the funding formula. This is something I would like to get more familiar with and understand a little bit better because I don't know what the funding formula is. The allocation of funds, understanding better how our district allocates those funds and how the breakdown occurs, what they think is important, and why buildings get how much they do. Who decides what we need? Who makes that executive decision? I know my principal will tell me, like, yeah, we have some funds, but you really need to ask central office if that's something that we need. As school-based management, I did read a little bit about this also, and I like the idea of central office having some decision, but the principal also having decisions over what's happening in the building. Creating a poll maybe to see what teachers find are the most important resources that we need to have an idea of where to go when I'm spending the money. comprehending financial statements. I think this is going to be a big problem for me. Money talk is very intimidating, and I really don't understand a lot of the terminology. And reporting the school use of those funds. What happens to the funds that we don't use? Do we roll over into an account? Do we get to keep that money? What have I seen? I have not seen an allocation of funds for each department and for our building. I have seen a simple budget breakdown, and that occurred a couple years ago when we were having budgeting problems in our, not budgeting problems, but finance resource problems in our district. They kind of showed every teacher why we have the money that we do and where it does go. A list, I haven't seen a list of financial building goals. I don't even know if we have them. And I have not seen my principal approve instructional resources. All instructional resources that I am aware of have been approved by central office. My concerns. So going forward with this class and understanding everything, my concerns are understanding all the aspects of the budget, the terminology, understanding why we can use certain funds for one thing but not another, keeping track of all expenses. I feel like I'm going to need help with this just from the school office staff and keeping track of things in a spreadsheet. I did read about different programs, so that might be useful. It's something I don't use personally, so again, it's something that I have to really start learning about and get a better understanding of, and then just making those executive purchasing decisions.